bag lady, and got, thank goodness, help through all of this because everyone wants to be carried through the airport. I am the most productive version of myself on an airplane. I am writing up a few newsletters about period health, one about insulin resistance, one about taking care of your body and fueling yourself through the holidays, and writing up a sales page for our Thanksgiving holiday sale, and what else? Getting some stuff ordered for Christmas. So I'm trying to get a lot done on this flight. I feel like I block my time even on a flight in my calendar, and it helps me so much to stay efficient. Woo! I know that it's like 10 o'clock here, and the first thing that I have to do is get myself unpacked. So that is what we're doing. The boys' bag got lost and it ended up on another flight. So we'll have to get that in the morning. But here we go. This is our room. You guys can see it. Like I said, it's super late, so you can barely see the view, but we're pretty high up. First step when I get to New York is always getting a facial here. It's a clinical facial, so they do things that you would never be able to get anywhere else, like lasers and lights and peels all in one facial, and it's exactly designed for what your skin needs that day. I am under this red light with numbing cream on my face. I'm gonna do Clear and Brilliant on my skin today, which is, I think it's a laser, but it's really helpful to get rid of hyperpigmentation and discoloration on the skin. And after having acne for like a decade, I have dark spots that I still am trying to get rid of. And so a lot of it came from the fact that when I lived in LA and then I moved to New York, I was drinking so much. I was eating a ton of processed food that whacked out my gut, that whacked out my hormones, and it all contributed to what was showing up on my skin. And so here I am, like 10 years later, still coming here because they do such an awesome job with clinical skincare. So I'll show you guys the before and after. This is the after. I am very glowy and a little red from the laser, but there we go. Okay, I just got done with my facial and then I meditated, and I always reflect on my life here 10 years ago whenever I'm here so much. And what I will tell you guys is that I look back and I see why I was so stressed, and I can see this in so many of my clients and the women I work with. And it really comes down to one limiting belief, and it's that our worth is dependent on external circumstances, our relationship status, how much weight we've lost, whether or not, you know, we got a promotion or got a raise, or how much money we're making. And your worth is not dependent on any of those things. The key to happiness and the key to success really is knowing that your worth and value is inherent and internal. One, that allows you to care for yourself and take time for yourself and not feel like you need to people please or do the next thing on the to-do list to be able to be worthy and valuable. But the other thing is that it allows you to make mistakes and learn from your mistakes and see those mistakes as valuable lessons rather than failures. Because when our worth is inherent on external circumstances, we're like, oh, I made a mistake. Like, no one thinks I'm worthy. No one thinks I'm valuable. I did this wrong. I should never try again. And if we know our worth is inherent, it's like we can look at mistakes or failures or setbacks or challenges and see them as a way to grow, in a way to learn, in a way to transform and change and become a better version of ourselves. And so once you shift that belief, at least for me and so many of the women I work with, everything in your life starts to shift. And I promise you, no matter how much you did today, no matter how many things you ticked off your to-do list, you are 100% worthy and valuable.
Which I used to work on.
Which would be annoying.
And it sucks.
This is much more.
It's well worth
the investment.
Not do it.
And this just is obviously like stretching it out, right?
Yep, stretching all the muscles in the low back, taking a lot of pressure off the discs and the joints.
We're doing a whole wellness day for some research. Doing some chiropractic, body movement, getting a colonic, did my facial. So that's what we're up to today. They're like saging in here, it smells so good. But this is kind of the first wellness spa that we came to. Which one? That one? That one.